Hello and welcome to Marinsky March 2023, where every day in March we make a sausage recipe out of one of Adam and Stanley Marinsky's books. Last year we did home production of quality meats and sausage, which I think is one of the best sausage books out there still. It gives you the how and why behind what you're doing in sausage making. But this year we're doing recipes out of the new book, 1001 Greatest Sausage Recipes, which is a gift to us sausage makers and meat enthusiasts. Adam and Stan have traveled across Europe and North America for the last 20 years compiling recipes, and they put it all into this jumbo book. What's even better is Stanley has sent me 5 copies to give away to you guys over the course of the month, and all you got to do to get qualified is leave a comment in the videos and I'll find you and I'll send you a copy if you're one of the lucky winners. So, without any further ado, let's get into 1001 Greatest Sausage Recipes by Adam and Stanley Marinsky. Hello and welcome to another episode of Marinsky March, where we're making a fresh sausage called the Epping sausage. It's from 1001 Greatest Sausage Recipes by Adam and Stanley Marinsky. And it is on page 53 with a big description. It says, Epping sausage, an English sausage. So, that's what the Epping sausage is. I looked it up. Epping sausage is kind of, well, Epping, I looked up, is in the southeast corner of England. And typically, you get lots of kind of sagey flavors out of the fresh sausages in the southeast of England. And this one fits the description. It's got a decent amount of sage and a lot of white pepper. Those are the main 2 spices in this. And it uses bread. So I got some old bread here from the house. The last 2 buns from a dozen and some stale slices with the butt end piece. Does anyone eat this piece? Or do you throw it out at your house? All right. So we got those. We're going to do, it's mostly beef with a bit of pork. And we're going to do 2 textures in this one. I like when there's 2 different textures in sausage. So the pork's going to be a little coarser and fattier. That's where our fat content's coming from. It's supposed to be straight pork fat, but I didn't have any straight pork fat, so I got the end of a belly. That's going to be good enough. And I got some sirloin trimmings for our lean beef. And I think that'll be good. So we'll just fire our bit of pork through first. There we go. Easy peasy. Then I'm going to fire the beef through on that plate and then switch over to the 1/8 of an inch or 3mm plate after. Something about nice lean beef coming out of the grinder. I just love it. And that lean beef looks so good. So much potential. Could make a burger out of it right now. Yum. But we're not going to make a burger out of it. We're going to make Epping. If you're from Epping and you're watching this, leave a comment. That'd be kind of neat. Yummy. Okay, there's the end of that beautiful lean ground beef. Now what we're going to do is mix the spices and salt with the beef until it gets sticky. Then I'm going to put in the fat at the end, give it a gentle toss. Then I'm going to add in the breadcrumbs and give it a gentle toss. I need some gloves. Okay, I'm just going to pull this pork out of the way for now. I think the reason you do that is because this is supposed to be straight pork fat. So if you were to mix and mix and mix that straight pork fat, your hands would heat up the fat and it would start to smear. Versus if you do it this way, you'll have nice little pockets of fat. So we can go all our salt and spices into the beef. Seems like a lot, but that's because you gotta add the bread and the pork afterwards once it gets sticky. Okay, beef's nice and sticky. We'll toss in our pork, and then I'll soak that stale bread I had and add it in as well. Smells delish. All right, chop these buns up. Seems like since bread's so fluffy, there's going to be more bread than meat in this sausage. Now, I'm thinking the instructions say 200 grams of bread soaked. So does that mean, because I weighed out 200 grams of dry bread, does he mean soak the bread first and then get 200 grams? Could make a big difference. Yeah, I'm gonna put in 200 grams of dry bread, then soak it. Could be a little on the bready side. I definitely think that this is too much bread now. There's maybe too much bread. Add soaked bread. Okay, we're gonna change it up. I'm not gonna put 200 grams of bread in. Seems like too much. I'm gonna put some bread in here. I'm gonna put 100 grams of bread in and then soak, add a little water to it. Another 100 grams. Blend it up, a little bread Roeder. There we go, that makes more sense. Otherwise we'd have been eating nothing but bread. Okay, there goes our soggy bread. Mix it into our sausage. That would be a filler, not a binder. That bread isn't gonna bind to anything, but it is gonna add weight. All right, so it's mixed up. Now we're gonna go into sheep casings for this one. A little fresh sausage and sheep casing. I always like that. Okay, yeah, I really like sheep casings. They're nice and tender. We just got to get it loaded on the horn. Been soaking these guys for a little while. We're going to do the next batch in them as well. I kind of just massage the water in so they slide off this tube nice and easy. But see, the tube's got that open end there. Just put that on the horn. And if everything goes good, the sheep casing just slides right on there. And you just pull off your piece of plastic. It goes in the garbage. They've thought of everything. You got to be pretty careful with your sheep casings. They are quite delicate, but yeah, look at that. That looks pretty yummy. There's our Epping cased. It says we're supposed to form links with these guys, so hopefully I didn't stuff them too tight. There we go. Happy little pile of Epping links. Look at that. Now all we got to do is eat them. We got our pan nice and smoking, so in goes our Epping. Ooh, yeah. Won't take very long to cook these little guys. All right, I think our Epping sausages are finished. All right, and there's the little Epping sausage right there. Maybe overdid it a little bit. Not too bad. All right, I'm looking forward to diving into this. The Epping sausage. Big chunks of bread. Beef, the white peppers is like jumping out of this sausage at me. That's all I can smell right now. Which is still pretty hot, fresh out of the pan. Which is A-okay with me. I love white pepper. Yeah, white pepper and a little bit of the herbs that are in there is what comes across. Nice big chunk of bread. Ah, good job, Epping. You've invented a tasty sausage. I kind of got a love for English fresh sausages. I think they're some of the best in the world. Quite peppery. It's like actually at the tolerance of my pepper level. I wouldn't want any more white pepper in this one, so. But it's good. I mean, eating it straight up's one thing, but if you had it on a little toast or with eggs or on a breakfast bun beside waffles, that would be delicious. So, overall, I give the Epping a thumbs up. From 1001 Greatest Sausage Recipes by Adam and Stanley Marinsky. Lots of white pepper, lots of flavor. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And we'll make an episode like this every day in March. Oh. I hope you guys get to make a bunch of these at home too. It's fun. It's like traveling around the world with your mouth.